This Earth of yours will be reduced to a burned-out cinder.
Real wrath of God type stuff.
Biblical.
No, not yet.
Gentlemen, you can't fight in here. This is the war room.
I came here to give you these facts.
Dogs and cats living together. Mass hysteria.
We're going to live on. Today, we celebrate.
Flabbergasted by the Audacity.
You know what, Patrick? You know what day it is today, buddy?
It's February 1st.
The first day of Everyone Must Be Nice to Black People month, as I like to call
As
it.
opposed to every other month of the year, which
No, you're not. Don't lie to
everyone's
me.
nice to black people.
No, you're not. Don't.
Everyone.
No.
Everyone.
America exists.
Except for a minute...
My new country called USA.
No, there's like a minute percentage of people.
Anyways, it is the first day of Black History Month, and here on Flabbergasted by Audacity, we're racist towards everyone. So we're gonna try and find some articles. I have one. We're gonna ease our way in, because you know, white people, it's hard for you guys to just like jump into Black History Month. We gotta ease you in, right? So this first week we're gonna go with someone brown, and then we're gonna go deeper into the black area, and then we'll go from there. I think that's how we're gonna do it. I said it, and I'm black, therefore that's how it's gonna go down for this month. You have to accept it, yeah, no choice.
But you're half.
I don't care. This month I identify.
You
as full
identify
black,
fully?
Yeah. I'm using every LGBTQ plus.
You got
like,
the subscription. I'm so happy for you.
Any like version that I can to like.
So wait, so the B
Follow
in
my way.
LGBTQ is black?
I don't think it is.
Is that what you're saying?
You know what? For this month it is. I don't think it is. What is it? Is it bi?
I think so.
Lesbian, gay, bisexual. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd make the most sense.
Yeah.
So, anyways, for any of our black listeners, I'm with you, brother or sister, and
As am I, but I won't be culturally appropriating your speech.
That's right.
Which is based on what's the opposite of education? Oh, this is ironic.
Oh wow, damn. But we're still gonna have our usual stuff. Just we'll add one Black History Month per week. We'll try and get to that. Can you do that for me?
Of course.
My white co-host.
You just say brethren.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Do it.
My white co-host.
Say it, brethren. Say it. Say it.
I will not be pushed to do anything this month. This is my month. It's a service of the year.
Who gave you this month?
I don't know. We should look up
Pretty sure
on that.
it was a white guy.
You know what? You're right. We'll see. I'll look at that for next
Like, you
month.
just imagine, like, how do we calm them down? Give them a month. What does that even mean?
The shortest month of the year.
The shortest month.
And the coldest month to top it off. Well, where I live. But maybe.
God, I hate... You hate Black History Month? What? What? Because it's cold. Like, oh.
Yeah, exactly
sure.
right. Anyway, so I have some stuff left over from last week that I forgot to talk about
So,
as I was
again,
leaving.
you're just jumping over the words. Of
The word of
wisdom.
wisdom is
Was
Black
that-
History Month.
That's it?
That's it. History. Black history.
Alright, so I'm going to throw my words of wisdom out the window for the sake of all this history.
That's right. No, go
But
ahead.
I would, it is Black History Month.
Yeah? No. I'm going to let you have it. Go ahead.
Thank you. I'm
I'll
going
let
to
you have
congratulate our good friend of ours who has been a two-timing
Yes.
guest.
Yeah.
Khalil, won't say his last name.
Yeah. Well, a lot of kids are going to be saying his last name.
Yeah,
So-
a lot of them. We'll put it that way.
Yeah, a lot of
He's a
kids.
pedophile.
Yeah.
No, he's.
No, he's becoming a teacher, and I think that's good. I think,
He got his first teaching gig.
yeah, not only that, but we have a shortage of teachers in Quebec, so
Yeah.
kind of good that we have one of our own going into...
Although, based on the videos I've seen on Reddit, they should get out of there. It looks
Honestly,
awful.
I gotta say, coaching kids, I don't mind it because I only know I have them for an hour and a half. You're there for like at least half the day. That's
Yeah, like a
that's crazy.
solid 6 to 7 hours.
Yeah, and the thing is like, they're not even like they're paying to play soccer. You gotta go to school. There's like a difference, like.
Yeah. The difference is like wanting to be there.
Exactly, like they want to play soccer, right? They don't want to be in school all the time, so it's like at least
Exactly.
I get that. But
Yeah, and every other day is like it's someone else. Like,
yeah,
I'm not Kevin. I'm Brianna.
yeah. Oh god, I would say I think the one part I would love to do is like I like reading names and how parents come up with like names. Like I met a girl last week. Her name is Cindy, but it's C-Y. I hated that.
I've seen that. Is it D.I.?
It's like C-Y-D-Y. Cindy.
Oh, so not even. I thought you didn't say Cindy. I heard
Yeah,
Cindy.
I said Cindy because that's what I thought you would have.
Alright.
They would say it. But then once she told me how it's pronounced, she's like it's Cindy. I was like,
It's not CD.
no,
Is your mom cassette?
it's C-Y-D-Y. I was like, this is awful.
This is your brother MP3. That's cute.
Big Brother's MP4, you know. Show
It just makes me think of the Jordan Peele sketch.
Yeah,
Jordan Peele sketch.
yeah. Hey, Aaron.
Hey, Ron.
Yeah.
It's you mean Aaron? What?
Yeah. What? I'm reading it right. I know that. So, So yeah, congratulations to Khalil, and you know,
our hearts go out to you.
yeah, man, good luck. You're gonna fucking need it
on this job, and congratulations on your month. Enjoy it. It's yours.
Mm-hmm.
You're welcome.
It's mine too, but okay, thanks.
Well, you're only half. So.
I told you this one's identified.
I'm
as
a
full.
quarter, and I don't get celebrated.
No, but I identify as full. So
can I identify as full?
No, you can't.
Why not?
Because you're actually white. My skin is dark. So.
I see how it goes.
Yeah, thank you.
I hate it here.
Anyways, can I start? It's my month.
It is your month.
I'm doing this
start.
now.
You should start.
So it's some
I just want you to know, though, as soon as this month is over, your privileges are revoked.
I get no talking. The whole time you're just doing the whole
To
thing.
celebrate the end of Black History Month, Jamal will not be talking. I'm forced.
Jamal's not on the episode at all. Actually, it's just Patrick for that episode. It's not even me. So The Walking Dead came to an end.
Oh, it's officially over.
Yeah, it's officially over.
Did you see it?
Yeah, I did. I watched the whole thing.
For a second, I thought you were gonna say no.
And so, for those who have not watched it, which by this point you should have, I'll let you. I would say skip to like 5 minutes. Like pause the video, skip to 5 minutes. Like after this.
Is this like your go-to number? 5 minutes?
Yeah, cause I don't want to talk about it too much, to be honest. So for those who want to be spoiled or don't care, or are just not lazy and too lazy to fucking move in 5 minutes, the ending sucked. It was such a cop out ending. For the reason of this. For the reason why I thought the show was actually gonna end. They took the show and split it into 3 ways. So now they got Daryl Dixon. He's gonna have his own show.
Oh my god.
Dead City, which is gonna be Maggie, Negan, and like that's gonna be like Daryl Dixon. And they got one called Rick and Michonne. So it's like those two are like side stories. I want to say Dead City seems to be like the remainder of the cast. So like everyone that was already on The Walking Dead, most of them will be there, minus Daryl, Rick, and Michonne. Like everyone else is there, like Maggie, Negan, and all the other people. If you watched it, like when Ezekiel was around, like the Kingdom, like that whole time, they're all gonna be in Dead City, and the other 2 shows are gonna be like these like side shows that they're gonna have running.
This whole thing is weird.
I'm assuming what's probably gonna happen is they're all gonna come back at the end and make a big episode like Dead City. And
then what's the point?
Well, because
we broke it up to bring it back.
Well, because I look at it like this. If my theory is correct, I'm gonna be very happy with myself. If I'm wrong, then it's whatever. But like, if you know who Dick Wolf is?
Name sounds. Oh, he's the show creator, right?
No,
Didn't Dick
Law &
Wolf
Order.
make CSI?
He made Law & Order. You're close. So he made Law & Order. He made Chicago, all the Chicago shows. Chicago PD, Chicago Fire. I have watched when they've done the crossovers between. They'll do like 3. So Chicago Fire meets Chicago PD meets Law & Order SVU, and they'll do 3 episodes together, basically back to back to back. So it's a 3-hour special of each show. So it's like the first show will mostly focus on the PD part. And at the very end, the fire department guys will show up, and then they'll carry the episode, and then the SVU people will carry the episode after. So what I'm thinking what they're probably trying to do is trying to do their own version of what Dick Wolf's been doing. Because it worked. It makes money. It makes money, 100%. You know, so they're going, maybe there'll be an episode where Daryl will cross over with Rick and Michonne. And Rick will cross over Dead City.
They're making, it's like the MCU on TV.
Kind of, yeah. So
only they're doing it better than the MCU does with their shows. That's
100%.
hilarious.
So this is what I'm thinking they're going to do. I could be wrong. I could be really, really wrong. But this is one thing what they're gonna do. The ending for the show, I think the only part that I found so funny was I want to say, maybe there's like 5 minutes left. Daryl just goes, "Man, it's like they're like The Walking Dead." I was like, "That's it." And the show. I was like, they said the name.
Are you serious?
I swear to God.
That's so
I
awful.
swear to God. I was like, they said the name, guys. We did it. We could go home. He said The Walking Dead. Woo! So, I don't know. I was disappointed with the ending. I like the fact that they're going to continue.
Cut it there. Would you recommend this series to anyone?
The Walking Dead as a whole?
Yeah.
Yeah, up to Negan. Once Negan gets dethroned, stop watching. At least for me, personally speaking. Because Negan's like my favorite part of the whole show.
Really?
Yeah, I love him. He's so funny and such a dick. It's awesome.
Oh, he's a great character.
Yeah, he's a great character, yeah.
I stopped watching just after him.
That's fair. Fair enough.
But,
honestly, yeah.
Like, the show got so convoluted. I would say to anyone who's just like a fan of horror stuff, just watch season 1 and stop. Because after that, everything gets stretched out.
I liked Ursul's farm part. That was fun.
It's too long. It was like 13 episodes.
It was funny though.
And she's in the barn the whole time.
I know. I liked like the whole kingdom too, and like when they came in. I don't know. I am not a big fan of horror, so that's why I was like, okay, I'll watch it.
Well, because the first season was made by like a horror director and all
True,
that.
true, yeah.
It was like his vision.
Yeah.
And then he got fired because he wanted to do something like original and unique. And they're like, no, just keep
comic
going
book.
with the. Comic book. Because he wanted to do like new characters every season, like different stories around the world of in the world.
What's
of
happening? Yeah.
But no, they're like, oh, you want like consecutive story.
I mean, it worked. Hey, they made money. I can't lie.
The ratings dropped like crazy in the last few seasons.
Oh, that's why they ended it, and that's why they're kind of separating to see what's going to happen. I don't expect it to go long. I really don't expect it to be very long, but we'll see what happens. But speaking of horror shows, that's a good transition. The Last of Us recently came out. I have not. I haven't watched it because I played the game.
Yeah.
And from what I heard, it's basically the game. Just real people.
Everyone's saying it's basically the game, only when they change things, it's worse.
Yeah, like they haven't. Because like I don't know. Personally, one of my favorite games on the PS4 of all time.
Did you actually play it?
Yes, for the whole game.
And Jamal plays nothing, guys. He always just watches people play things. He says that's a good game.
Yeah, no. I played the game. I loved it. I loved every aspect, how the zombies operate, the characters. You really fall in love with the characters. I think they're both very interesting and very well thought out characters.
Definitely one of the most emotional games.
100%.
I've ever played.
So I wasn't really keen to. My mom loves it. She's been watching it.
Has she played the game?
No, she's not. But it's like for me, that's why I haven't watched it because I played the game, so I kind of know what's gonna happen. What I'm curious to find out is now HBO already called for season 2, so I'm assuming
you can get Abby up in there, ruin everything.
Well, no. What I'm thinking is that
they can't kill him again.
If they can.
After that backlash, they're gonna do it again.
But what I'm saying is that will the first season be the first game, or will it be half? Because the game was long, so will it be half of the game? Will it be the full game? How are you gonna do this? Because the game, there's only 2 games, so you can only have 2 seasons, technically speaking, unless they start going off the rails like Walking Dead and start making their own shit. You know,
it's questionable what they're gonna do.
Because if they do make a season 2. A lot of people are gonna be pissed off if they follow the game's line, because I was pissed off at the second game.
Dude, when I heard that, I'm like, yeah, I'm not buying this.
No, I watched
it. And when I saw that she bitch.
Oh, yo.
She's built like a man.
She's built so
disgusting.
For me, but like I said, okay, this is spoilers, and if you haven't played the game yet, like
if you haven't played it by now, you don't play it.
Okay,
it's not good.
This Last of Us Part 2, right? The whole game is based on the fact that you want to get revenge for Joel.
And then you don't.
And then you let her go. You have her there, drowning in the water, and Ellie goes, nah.
As the player, you're like, yes.
Yeah, and then the game goes, empathy. And you let her go. I'm like, how much of a cock tease is that? Like,
Can you imagine at the end of Predator if Arnold Schwarzenegger just gave up on killing the Predator?
Yeah, it's like...
He's like, I understand. You can go.
It's like...
No, it's not satisfying.
No. So, if they do that in as a TV show, I'm watching the last episode just to see. I'm trying to see.
They gotta flip it. They gotta flip it. Because Abby kills Joel because he killed one of like her surgeon sister or something.
Yeah.
They should flip it. Like Abby comes up on Joel, and like right before she goes to kill him, Joel kills her.
Jesus.
The ending you always wanted.
Abby dead. Joel better.
And Joel gets to yell at Ellie for being a fucking bitch.
I mean, I did watch parts of it. The clickers are fucking really well made, and they picked some good actors for both Joel and Ellie. I think
I cannot stand the actor who plays Joel.
Really?
I hate him.
I think he's
ever
pretty
since
good.
he played Donald Trump in
but you can't
Wonder Woman
base
84.
You can't base that.
It just left a sour taste.
Really? Okay.
Although there was something I watched recently. It was the Nicolas Cage's movie, The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent, which is like. What do you call that? Not irony. It's like not a parody. What do you call that? It's like self-reflective of his career.
Okay.
So like at one point, Pedro Pascal, the guy who plays Joel in the series here, he's like a super fan of Nicolas Cage.
Okay.
And so he has like this vault, and Cage thinks he's like hiding drugs or like some slaves in there or something. He gets in there. It's just memorabilia from all of his movies.
Oh,
it's really funny, really hilarious. Like, so I liked him in that.
Okay.
But every time I see, because he's everywhere right now.
Is he really?
He was in that shitty Star Wars movie and show, and just.
Oh, you mean the one with Baby Yoda? The
No.
when Boba Fett.
Doesn't he? I think he plays the Mandalorian. I think he is the Mandalorian.
He is the Mandalorian.
He does the voice or something.
Oh really?
Yeah, the guy's everywhere, and he just doesn't look like Joel, so that bothers me.
I mean, like I said, Joel is fictional. You're not. I don't think you can find someone that looks exactly. I mean,
Just
makeup is pretty good.
white dude with a nice beard and a deep voice, who
But
actually has a Texas accent.
But has to be able to act. That's the problem.
I mean, there's
I
like
don't
a
know.
million actors.
What?
There's like a
I don't know.
But the little girl who plays Ellie,
Yeah.
looks terrible. She's ugly.
She does look ugly. I will say she's not.
She was
look
gay.
very good
She was
looking.
gay. She was great on Game of Thrones.
Okay.
Here, she's just
Yeah, she doesn't
no.
look.
If only Ellen Page didn't cut her tits off. Because you know Ellie's based off of Ellen Page.
Is she really?
The likeness, the
I never knew that.
her face, pretty much.
I never knew that. Huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
But like she could have, but no, had to go and cut those off, those chesticles. And you know, you really ruined my whole segment here.
Oh, did I really?
I was gonna have a segment at the end of the show called
Oh, sorry.
"What You Watching," but
Okay.
I guess we're opening with it.
Yeah,
Now. So
but-
news is coming later.
Okay. All right.
We're switching it up.
Okay.
Thanks
okay.
to this history month.
You're
that's
welcome. You're welcome.
So beloved.
Yeah.
So I recently found out I have access to HBO shows.
How did you recently find out?
Because I didn't know I had Crave, and well, because my girlfriend has it, so I by proxy have it now. It's like chlamydia.
Okay, that's a weird way of saying that you have HBO, but okay, go ahead. All right.
And I always wanted to watch HBO still because they make the
They make some good
they
shit.
make the best
And some gritty
the
shit too.
best
Yeah.
right. So this past week I started watching House of the Dragon with her.
Okay.
And I'm upset by how much I'm enjoying it.
Why are you upset?
Because I don't want to buy it. Because I remember.
Because you get to buy
I bought
stuff.
Game of Thrones,
Yeah.
and Game of Thrones ended so
I know.
horribly. I'm like, I don't even
I know.
want this. But I bought the last season of Game of Thrones just to have it.
Yeah.
Because I have the other 7. Or
Might as
whatever.
well. Yeah.
And I don't want that to happen again. But I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Is it by the same people? House of Dragons? Or?
I actually don't know. I think the showrunners are different, but I could be wrong.
Okay.
Because it's the showrunners who ruined the.
I
last
will
season.
say there's been a couple shows. I think there's one in particular that I hate that I like it so much, and it's because it was one of my ex-girlfriends that made me watch it. It's on Netflix. It's called Please Like Me.
Never heard of it.
It's not the best show, but like it's very satire.
Okay.
It's very I think me personally, I found this show very real. Like, I don't know how a lot of shows are. There's a bit of Hollywood sprinkled here and there, right?
Yeah.
This show is about this particular guy's life, and his questioning of his sexuality. So it'll be a big part of
It's
the
Netflix,
show.
yeah.
But it also questions his friends, his parents' relationship, his relationship with both his mom and his dad, how it's very different. Him as a character, he's such a weird character. Like, he's an awkward person. He's a super awkward person, and he's weird, but he's also very intelligent. It's a weird show. It's a weird show, and it took me a little while to get into it. When you get into it, it's like, fuck, like,
You're hooked.
It's good. It's really good, and like even how it ended, it was a weird ending. I wasn't satisfied, but I wasn't disappointed. I was kind of like, wow, okay, it's done. Like it was a weird show, but I really enjoyed it.
Alright.
So that's definitely one of them.
I'll check it out. I like that
yeah.
kind of thing.
Yeah,
And
it's called Please Like Me.
staying in that vein.
Yeah.
You know your fictional girlfriend? Who's your celebrity crush, Jamal?
You mean Zendaya?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's a series on HBO starring her
Okay.
called Euphoria.
Oh, never mind. I saw it already.
You seen it?
Yeah,
I started it.
it's good.
It's the worst fucking show I've ever seen, but it's so good.
I'll wait for you to go. Don't lie, it's good. I hate it too, but
Dude,
it's good.
the first 5 minutes.
I know. I watched it. I was like, I'm watching it for her. I'm watching it for Zendaya. I'm watching it for Zendaya. And then as it goes on, I'm like, fuck, I like it. I was like,
She's like what got me like to watch it. 'Cause
Yeah.
I like her as an actress.
yeah, she's a good.
She's
actress.
good.
Yeah, yeah.
And then it
Hot
starts
as
like
hell,
she's
yeah.
complaining about existing or being born. I'm like,
Yeah.
no, not this kind of show. I was like, I'll give it the episode.
Yeah.
I finished the episode. I'm like, that was so well acted, well written, incredibly well structured, and kept it interesting the whole time.
Yeah, yeah.
The cinematography is like
Fantastic.
grade A
Yeah.
movie making.
Yeah, yeah,
The only
yeah.
thing I don't like is the characters.
Yeah, yeah.
They're all awful people who should probably be shot. But it's all so well put
I
together that
know.
I had to watch more.
I know exactly how you. I know exactly how you feel. I thought you said there's a new show that she came out with. I was like, I watched Euphoria.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm upset by how much I'm enjoying it.
This
Like House of the Dragon I'm upset because I have to buy it, but
Yeah.
Euphoria is like I feel bad for watching it
You're guilty pleasure. You're like sitting there, someone calls you, what you watching? Nothing. You turn it off. You're like, nothing, man. I'm watching what's
Wrestling.
The fuck?
Watching wrestling.
Oh, I'm watching that Empire spin-off Power on HBO. Yeah, bitch is sucking dick. Yeah, bitch. I'm not watching Euphoria, that pussy ass shit. Just watch. Just get through it. I watched it. It's good. It's a good. I understand what you're saying. I agree with you 100%. It's a good show.
It's just the quality is superb.
Yeah, and you know what? They have a lot of money. I don't think it was.
The budget does seem high.
the budget. But you know what though? I think the budget wasn't super high. Like they did with what they had.
It's like a well balanced.
Yeah, well balanced.
They have enough money to do what they want, but not so much that they get it over the top.
I think she also wrote some songs for that show.
I couldn't give less of a fuck.
Okay, I tried.
That's true. I saw cause I was curious how much it was on Amazon for like the series.
Yeah.
And underneath the DVD box set or whatever.
It was like music.
Yeah, it's a vinyl of the show. I'm like, is the music that good? Because every time it comes on, I get
It's not
annoyed.
the best. I listened to like 1 or 2 songs. Listen, it's not the best, and I'm actually saying it's not the best. Not like the show where it's bad, but it's good.
All right.
But yeah.
Yeah. So that was
what you watching?
My intro segment. What you watching?
I like that. That's good.
Next time, keep it for the end, dumbass.
Sorry. Well, what we all should be watching next week is the Super Bowl that's coming in.
You actually watch it?
I do watch the last game. That's the only game I'll watch because the games are too fucking long to watch anything else.
It's like 3 hours.
It's 3 hours plus the halftime show, which is Rihanna this year. So good on her.
It still blows my mind to this day.
It's
a man's sport, and they put like women's bullshit.
No,
that no man would like.
No, they had like Bruno. They had like all like those hip hop guys.
Do you know any men who like Bruno? I don't know any.
Yeah, I know a lot. No, not just me. There's a lot who like Bruno Mars. But well, it's Rihanna. She's hot to look at. So there you go. All men are gonna be looking at that for sure.
She have short hair now.
No, she has long hair.
Okay. I guess I'm thinking of like her old image.
Yeah, no, she had.
Speaking of Rihanna, real quick.
Yeah.
I think it was a pastor who claimed to have passed out, and he got a glimpse of hell. And in hell, he saw Rihanna performing Umbrella. So if that's hell, I gotta get to heaven.
Yeah. What? No, I'm going to hell. Fuck that. A free Rihanna concert?
That sounds awful. Imagine her just playing on a loop, Umbrella.
Okay, that would be bad. On loop would be bad.
Yeah.
But, so this year, I'm not sure, I had to check. I didn't do my research in terms of it ever happened before. But both quarterbacks, which is most times the star player of each team, are brothers, actually, funny enough. So the mom has a shirt that's like divided in half between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs because both are brothers.
I wish you just like picked a side like a real fan.
That'd be funny. He's my favorite, but it's gonna be interesting. The Kansas City Chiefs, this is their fourth Super Bowl in the last third Super Bowl in the last 4 years, and they've yet to win. So I think I'm kind of hoping that they win this time. You've been there 4 times. Come on. But Philadelphia is not an easy team. Just to give you an example, they beat a team to get the Super Bowl. They had to beat another team. They beat them 30-7, while the Kansas City Chiefs, the team that they played against, they only beat them 22-20. So it's a lot closer of a game. Now, does that mean the team that Philadelphia played against was bad? Maybe. I don't really know, but the fact that they beat them up pretty badly is not a good sign. So it's gonna be an interesting game. I think I hate about football that I like about hockey. It's one game. So if you make a mistake, the game's over. Like in hockey, you gotta win 4. So at least it's like, okay, you were just a better team, but you just could have gotten lucky that one game and won. So we're gonna see.
I didn't even know that. I never even thought about it.
Yeah. You think about it like that. And Tom Brady announced his retirement again. Fuck that guy. At this point.
Yeah, I saw that on Facebook today.
Yeah, I was like,
there's like 2 legends retired today. I'm like, who's the second one? It's Tom Brady. You know what the first was?
Who was that?
Ozzy Osbourne.
He retired today?
He officially retired.
Oh.
Because he's having spinal problems, so he can't perform live anymore.
He's a great musician.
Yeah.
He will be dearly missed.
He's not dead. Calm down.
Well, but like he'll be dearly missed to see him live, or anyone who ever wants to see him perform.
Yeah.
I just hope that he sticks around, maybe in producing other rock groups.
I don't remember if he's working on another album already, or if I'm thinking of the last album he released.
Okay.
I'm sure he's got.
I hope so. He's a good entertainer. He's a really good entertainer. I think his music is very good for someone who's not a big fan of rock. I catch myself enjoying his music. I will not listen to it like.
Do you have a favorite?
Fuck, if I had to really pick what I would have to, I don't remember the names. I would just hear them and be like, this is good. Who's this? Ozzy Osbourne. I'm like, fuck yeah. I was like, it's basically all in one. But, yeah, no, that was, he's good. He's really, really good. I hope whatever he's going through, they're able to, help him. Because I heard, like, Hulk Hogan also got injured. Like, he can't pull his back.
Legs or something?
Yeah, no, his leg. He can't pull his leg.
I've never been a wrestling
surgery.
fan, really.
Me either, so I have no
But I do like the Hulkster.
Yeah.
Yeah, brother.
Yeah, brother.
That is him who says that, right?
Yeah.
I hope we're right.
Yes.
I think it is.
I think if I remember Epic Bowser History, when he's in it.
Really?
He
That's how
says
you
it.
know.
Yeah. I get a lot of my stuff from that. Anyways, moving on to some, I guess, more funny, interesting stuff. If for those who live in Canada or in America, we're going through a polar vortex, the first of the season. It's going to be very fucking cold, basically, for the next couple of days. In Montreal in particular, it's going to be the coldest it's been in the last 14 years at a negative 35 at night, tonight, actually.
Oh, at night, okay. I thought I was going to say during the day.
No
way.
No. So it's going to be very fucking cold. And this only happens when it's like a perfect storm. Like, we're just getting fucked, basically. Like, we have the warm air coming from Mexico and America that is merging with the cool air, the Atlantic cold air.
That's why you need the wall. The wall would block the air.
Top it off with some snow. It's just there's a big fuck of this shit altogether. Can I go into my politic corner real quick?
Sure. Go ahead. You know, it's Black History Month.
There you go.
You've already derailed the whole show.
That's right. So my little political corner. Today we look at something that I just find it so fucking funny, right? So for those who are unaware, who live in Canada or who live in Quebec, the only province in Quebec who doesn't believe that systematic racism exists is Quebec. They're the only province that believe that we have no racist people here. Like, we don't see race. We're not racist, basically. Which could not be farther from the truth. We're the most racist province ever. We're racist towards indigenous people all the fucking time.
Because they're annoying.
Stop.
Dude, they were blocking the railway. People need their shit.
We're just racist. That's just straight up, right?
Speak for yourself.
No. I'm speaking for you guys. And basically, there was someone in the Liberal, so Trudeau's cabinet, who's a Muslim woman, who made some comments in 2020 about Bill 21. Now, for those who don't know what Bill 21 is, in Quebec, that is the bill that prevents any religious symbols being shown publicly in any public space. Hence, a classroom, being a police officer, being in anywhere in politics. You cannot wear a hijab, a cross, the little knife that they carry. I forgot what religion
they
carries.
They carry knives?
One religion carries a little a knife. I forgot. I think it's
the Swiss, right?
No,
because of the Swiss pocket knife.
You're funny, but no. I forgot which. I really don't remember the religion, but I know.
I gotta join that religion. It's not Satanist.
No, it's not Satanist.
No.
But so basically, that bill prevented a lot of people made a lot of people leave Quebec, or change professions altogether. And she made this comment, and of course, this is what I find so funny. The parties that went against her and wanted Trudeau to fire her were all three racist parties and separatist parties. The Bloc Québécois, the PQ, who's the Parti Québécois, and the CAQ, which is our current government right now, which is François Legault. They all said she is not respecting Quebec culture and not respecting Quebecers. So Trudeau stood his ground. He didn't fire her, which is good. But she did have to make an apology, which is so stupid, to say, I'm sorry if I offended any Quebecers. But I'm like, you're not offending anyone. In fact, you're just telling the truth. That's exactly what you're saying. So, basically, all I gotta say is, if you ever hear this, good on you for standing up to the fucking idiots that run this goddamn province. And I can't wait for the 70s and 80s to pass away peacefully. I won't say badly, pass away peacefully, so we can get a better government in charge. It's either going to be
80s to pass away. What do you mean?
Well, like people who are in their 70s and 80s, because they're the only ones who vote for the CAQ, and that's why they won. Because if you look at Montreal, no one voted for the CAQ. It was all Liberal, and who voted for everyone around the island was Quebec Solitaire. So when the people for 70 and 80 who passed away peacefully, it's going to be between Liberals and Quebec Solitaire for the next government for sure, because no young people are voting for the CAQ. Never going to happen. So we'll see what happens, but kudos on her.
So that was Jamal's political corner.
But that's my political corner. I'll let you go from there.
We're gonna stay in Quebec,
All right.
where it's freezing cold.
Yeah.
Quebec has lowered the passing grade from 60% to 55 because too many students were failing.
I didn't hear about this actually. It's very interesting.
Yeah. There's too many to
No,
hold back, so they
not
had to lower
good.
it.
That's not good at all actually.
Yeah.
I'm not sure they're trying to bump up their numbers so they look better.
It's crazy because they would do that like in classes. It happened to me like once for one of our math classes.
In college or in high school?
In high school.
I never had that.
I think it was like
We went to the same high school.
3. I was
Really?
in math class.
I know that.
But like,
were
so
you,
many
were you in
people-
high math?
No, I'm retarded. So
I mean, same, but like.
so too many people had failed in the class.
Really?
Or were failing, so they had to lower.
I never had that.
percentage.
Maybe your class was just retarded.
It was.
Okay.
But to be fair, they gave us a high math teacher who's used to working with like gifted kids.
Oh, okay,
And we were
okay.
just regular people, and he's like teaching us at the speed of light, and we're just like, I don't even know how fast the speed of light is, sir.
Okay, the thing about that is, I think the only benefit I can see is that you keep the flow of kids going in and out a bit more steady. Because, like, think about it like this, right? If you keep it at 60, kids who fail, they have to stay at the school. Therefore, maybe new kids who want to come in to join the school can't because that kid's still occupying that spot, basically, you know?
They're wasting space.
Well, not wasting space, but they're, I will say, in any educational system, there is a curve that all kids have to follow. And for the kids who are unfortunate, who may have a learning disability of some sort, who can't follow that curve, it's really hard to get to succeed. It's hard to really get out of that, you know. So it's like when you follow the curve, you're good, you're set. Like if you're a kid who gets 70s and 80s, you don't have an issue, right? But if you have a struggle, it's really hard to kind of like follow that path. You don't really get like a exclusive lane. Like you don't get like, because you're retarded, 50. No, it's like you have to still get a 60.
Yeah.
So, in that regard, maybe I can see why it'd be good to lower it. But at the same time, for kids who just want to do the bare minimum and get out, I don't know how good I would feel if I'm going to a place that requires service and that kid got 55s throughout his whole fucking career and he's serving me. I'm not saying that he's gonna do a bad job, but I'd be scared. I'd be nervous. Like if he was something, if he was a lifeguard or had my life in his hand, I'd be like, you only have 55 the whole time. Were you fucking dumb or something?
They need to give him like a special badge.
Yeah.
Like how the Nazis identified the Jews in World War II.
Just give him like a
Give him a
little
little star.
This is just 55 on it.
It's just a percentage.
55, 56, you know.
But for me, I find this kind of worrying. Have you ever seen the movie Idiocracy?
Yeah.
You seen it?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I saw it.
Usually I have to explain everything to you.
But explain it for the viewers just in case.
Okay,
It's been
well,
a while.
it's like a 2005 movie starring Luke Wilson, who's Owen Wilson's brother, and in this
Did not know that.
You didn't know that?
No, okay.
I prefer Luke Wilson over Owen. And
Okay.
He doesn't have a catchphrase, though, which is kind of sad.
Wow.
Wow. But in the movie, it's basically the movie starts with like saying stupid people have sex and have more kids than smart people do, because smart people usually think about money and living and working hard, and whereas stupid people are just like, let's have kids, let's just have sex without protection, and then they have more kids. And so in the future, most people are just idiots.
Yeah.
So even the president is like a former wrestler. Their money is worth nothing.
Yeah, that's true.
The world's
Yeah,
covered
yeah,
in
yeah.
garbage, and they don't even. Dude, they forgot how to make crops grow. They're putting Gatorade or some shit on the crops. Like, dude, it's got electrolytes because they forgot that you just need water.
Yeah.
Luke Wilson, he's from the past. He's like in a time capsule or something, and they wake him up, and he's like, "Dude, put water on it." Water? You mean like from the toilet? Ew! And there's it's a pretty
I have
funny.
to watch
movie.
it again. Though.
It's an interesting concept.
Yeah, definitely.
And it's scary to think that could happen in the future.
I think it's already happening though.
Exactly.
To be honest with you,
this is what it makes me think. Like if you're letting them go when they can barely do the bare minimum, which is 60.
Like how many times, I can't tell you how many times I've seen, like work and stuff like that where it's like, especially McDonald's, like.
I can't do fast food anymore. It's too painful to watch people.
It not only is it painful, but it's just like, dude, like how if your head wasn't screwed on, you will forget your head. It's like even if I gotta like even if some of the girls that I coach soccer, where it's like there are some things that they say where they're like, how can you say that and not be worried? Like, I'm gonna put my science test tomorrow, and they're laughing. I'm like, I'd be fucking worried. I'd be like, fuck, like I need to study.
Yeah.
You know, it's like
don't giggle about it. Do something about it.
It's like, you know, like, oh, like I can't tell you I've been on TikTok. I'll see like I should be working on this, haha. Or instead of making a TikTok, and then you make the TikTok. I'm like, fuck. It's a little bit. It is worrying. It is worrying that Quebec did that.
Exactly.
I think a lot of provinces are around that number though. I think I remember Jason had told me, a friend of ours, in Maine where he was, it was 55 or 50. Funny enough.
Jeez.
So,
That's pretty low.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But on the topic of kids.
Well, before we continue,
Yes.
I just wanted to like start my campaign for president of the world, right? So my solution to this problem would be to increase birth rates by paying people more to have kids. That way, when they have these kids and then they fail at school, because there's an excess of children, we could just kill them.
I'm like, it's gonna be some dumb shit. Already? There is no way.
Hear me out. They don't pass, they're dead. Therefore, they're encouraged to work as hard as they can. And if they fail, they get turned into mulch. You ever seen Soylent Green? It's a 60s movie where they take the homeless and they turn them into food and they feed them back to the people. So there's no world hunger. So I like this concept so much. We're going to turn these kids into mulch for human beings. I don't think I've ever seen you grin like that.
You can see my face right now. It's just like...
Jamal just sees this face. I've never seen him do this ever. He wants to laugh, but he's cringing so hard at the same time. It's genius, though. This way, we have like a high population of hardworking Americans and Canadians.
This is why white people should not be president.
I didn't say president. I said president of the world.
Not good. That's not any better.
I'm gonna be the first POW.
What's that?
Call me POW. President of the world.
Call me pal. I hate that
Dude,
so
genius.
much. No.
You're just talking to your kid. Are you gonna pass your exams tomorrow? I'm better. That's right, Timmy. Otherwise, we're having you for dinner.
Oh,
so vote
God.
me.
No, don't vote for you. Don't. Now back to what I was saying about the kids. Fuck. Canadian kid assaulted another kid with a hammer yesterday in Montreal. He's in critical condition, and I think what I found pretty funny was that there was like, oh my god, it's so bad. I'm like, yeah, imagine if we had a gun. Good thing that we prevented those from being fucking like easy accessible. You know, if that's what happened in America, you would have got shot, 100%. Same scenario. Kids getting shot for sure. But so yeah, that's a very small story. But I did want to tell you about this, and let me know what you think about it. I'll do like a little opinion thing. So most apps, aside from Twitter,
all apps should be banned.
No. Most apps say that you have to be 13 years or older to go on Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, Facebook, Tumblr. I'm not sure if I'm forgetting.
That's enough. It's okay.
Okay.
It's okay.
All those apps require you to be 13 and older, while Twitter requires you to be 17.
Really? So they want to bump all the other ones up?
What they're saying is that they're going, of course, as kids are better with technology, as most of their parents are, it's very easy to lie about your age. So they're trying to figure out what are ways that they can do to prevent this from happening.
So I just really want to, real quick,
Yeah.
after watching Euphoria, no young people should have cell phones.
Yeah, exactly, right? After watching that, huh? Right away you go, fuck that.
So like, I think it should be like drinking. 21, you can get a phone. Or you know what? You can get a smartphone.
Yeah,
Before that,
yeah,
you can have a cell phone.
Yeah, at least
no texting.
Yeah.
Only calls.
I think so too, because like when I was younger, my parents, I think I got my first flip phone when I was in...
Yeah, my child's not getting a smartphone.
Okay, fair
I'll
enough.
give him a calculator and an old flip phone.
I will definitely give my kid an older phone for their first phone. I would definitely talk with them first. I think this is what they're saying right now. They're not. And like I said, it's the thing is that I think when you grow up with the right people around you, it's good. I really am an advocate for that. Social media is still good to have. I understand it's very harmful. I get that, and I've watched I watched a documentary on Netflix. I think it's called The Social Dilemma. And very, very well done. If you ever get a chance to watch it, please do. And I get it. I think it's more harmful to women than it is men to be 100% honest with you.
We just look at their photos.
Exactly, but like women, it's like it's bad. It really is bad because if you look at Instagram, look at Snapchat, look at TikTok, how they have all these filters to try and make yourself look prettier or to add freckles to your face if you wish that you had them and stuff like that. Where it's like you don't even know if you like yourself, you know. So I feel like if you go to your kid, if I had a kid and they wanted to go on TikTok, I go, listen, you are allowed, but just understand that there are going to be people on there who are going to try and tear you down. People just want to do that. They want to tear you down. And so you got to understand that you're beautiful, you are unique, you are worth a life, you are worth your time, and whatever you put out there is beautiful.
As long as you pass your exam.
So, yeah, as long as you pass your exam, or else we'll eat you. But it's like, you know, I think it's important. What I would do, me personally, and it's weird because I'm gonna say I think this other company did a pretty good job about it. Pornhub, hear me out.
What the fuck?
Hear me out. When Pornhub did the mass exodus of almost all of its videos for any account that wasn't verified, you have to send, if you want to make a Pornhub account, you have to send a
birth certificate.
Not birth certificate, but an ID of your age.
Really?
Yes, because what happened was a lot of accounts were saying that the girls or guys on these unregistered or unverified videos were underage, and that could be that's child pornography basically, right? So Pornhub had to axe out any account that wasn't verified by them. And their old verification system was awful. It was just, are you over 18? And you just click it. So anyone can click it, you know? So now it's like you have to send us a picture of some sort of variable ID to show that you are of legal age. And I think that's what they should do with all these other apps. And have a way you have to post a picture and send it to TikTok, whatever, and go, I am of legal age. TikTok, to their defense, have tried to do that. They have banned TikToks where they feel like the girls underage, if they're shaking their asses or they're just wearing a bra and bikini. They have axed out some videos. Many times I've seen accounts where girls will post, I'm over 18 TikTok or stuff like that, trying to prove that they are.
They're not, you can tell.
Some of them, I really think some of them are just lying.
Literally have a pacifier in their mouth.
Yeah. You know, I'm the 20 TikTok, you know, it's like you have a fucking
20
diaper.
seconds old? What?
Yeah. But it's like, so that, for me personally, I feel. But, I get what you're saying. Some parents are like that. Some parents are really like that, where like they want to get their kids smartphones. But then how do you feel, would that not affect your kid when they go to school? Do you feel like that would not affect them?
Social media?
Yeah.
I didn't have it. Why should they have it?
Okay, calm down. They're getting aggressive. But what I'm saying is that, okay, but during our time, that sounds really old, but during our time, Facebook was just coming out.
It started like,
you know, so it's
early
like
high school.
Yeah, so it's like, and that was big, but it wasn't. It's not as bad as it is now. Like,
yeah. I remember like people like, you have Facebook? I'm like, no.
Yeah.
I was like, you should get it. I'm like, why?
Yeah, that's it.
I
didn't have Facebook. I want to say until like Sec 3, Sec 4. I was not a big fan of it for years. I didn't have a MySpace. I had MSN Messenger, but that was about it. But now I feel like if you don't have it, don't you feel like your kid will be outcasted? Like, I'm not saying that you're wrong. I get what you're saying, but don't you feel like they would be outcasted or anything like that?
I guess I like to think that way they would have to get into friendships and all that based on their personality and their merit.
Okay.
Rather than just being like, hey guys, I exist. Did you forget I exist? I'm still here, by the way. I exist. Like, it's like, either be memorable, be your own person, and I'd rather them
develop a personality.
Yeah, like have things about them that appeal to other people, not like.
Okay, fair enough.
You know?
Well, I
don't want them to be a whore.
I will say the only person I know in college, funny enough, his name was also Jamal. It was very interesting. The guy named Jamal that I had in my English class. I remember we had to do a project, and I was working with him. And I said, hey, so is there like Instagram I can follow? He's like, I have no Instagram. I was like, oh, okay. Snapchat? He's like, I have no social media. All I have is Facebook. I was like, wow.
Well, that's social media, so you're good.
I mean, yeah, but it's the older version. I was like,
yeah.
I was like, fuck, I'm impressed. He's like, yeah. I was like, I'm not a fan.
That is interesting.
Yeah,
I guess it's an interesting limitation.
Yeah, I was like, okay. I was like, I didn't see him any differently. I was like, all right, cool. Then I'll add you on Facebook. But I was like, that's not my first form of, hey, I like to get to know you better, or I want to talk to you more. can I add you on Instagram? You know.
It's very difficult because like you bring up the example of doing projects with your peers.
Yeah.
And like you would need social media
Yeah.
contact and all that. And I was gonna say like, oh, I guess they could have one app, but then at that point, what are you doing? You're just kind of ruining the whole plan.
Yeah, exactly.
But then I thought, like, you take away the smartphone, you have the app on laptop or whatever. Then
you could do that.
That way, they're not always on their phone. If they want to use the internet, they have
True.
to have the laptop. And who's
True.
gonna carry around a laptop everywhere? You know?
You'd be surprised.
Because my fear is that when you're on your cell phone, right, you're looking at TikToks and shit.
Yeah.
You get that dopamine thing. You become addicts, and then you can't sit still. You have no patience, and you just end up like a robot, like everyone else.
Well,
You can't read books because it takes too long.
Most kids have that. Most kids have
And I
ADHD.
don't want that for my child.
Yeah, no,
But
I
then at
understand.
the same time, if they're too different, it's going to be like that book, Brave New World, where at the end of the book, the guy kills himself because he's so different from everyone else and he can't relate to any of them.
Yeah.
So
you need to find that middle ground, huh? You know? It's I will say...
this makes me want to say I don't want to have kids, but then idiocracy happens, and then it's my fault.
You know? But that's what I'm saying, where it's like, it's hard. It's really hard. And that's why, like, they've been... You know, the story's important when they've been covering over multiple days, and they have many experts. And that's the thing. All these experts that come on, they're in their 40s. Get someone young. There's gotta be a young expert somewhere. Because I'm going... Me, personally... I'd be being 24. If a 40-year-old's telling me about social media, I'm like, really? You tell me about social media?
You'd be surprised. My grandma's on social media more than I am.
Really? Well, okay, was she on Facebook and that's about it?
I only have Facebook, so as far as I know.
Okay, but I mean...
Maybe she has a TikTok.
Oh, God. Well, I mean, my dad has a TikTok, so I can't be complete... But what I will say is that there are times where I go... Like, my dad was trying to add a contact. Like, someone called him and he wanted to add that contact and he didn't know how to do it. Yeah. So... But
like, you say things like that, but at the same time, aren't people of that age group, between like 30 and 40, the ones who made the apps and everything?
I guess, yeah, technically speaking, you are right about that.
You're not
okay.
100% Jamal.
Yeah. But I don't know. I think it's like, had those experts talk to like a couple of like 15-year-olds, they're not going to listen.
Get a focus group.
Yeah, they're not going to listen to that, you know? But, because like, I remember many times where it's like, I think, I've had these, not conversations with like my girls that I coach soccer, but like, I've seen them, I see how they are. I see how they are, how they act. And it's like, it's crazy. It really is crazy. Like, I remember, what was it? I was just like last week where the girl was like, the way that she talks to the other coach and then talks about her behind her back is like two different people. It's crazy. She's like, she's always like, I'm so fake with her, it's not even funny. And I was like, wow. I'm like,
so you're schizophrenic. Okay.
No, it's like,
or what's it called? Multiple personality disorder?
Yeah. It's like, she just, but she does it on purpose because she doesn't want to like upset her. That's another thing I've realized about that culture too, about like that age group.
Being two-faced?
Not two-faced one, but like, they don't want, like, and I catch myself doing that, which it's funny. If I go to a restaurant and my order's slightly wrong, I won't say anything. I'll be like, whatever, I'll just eat it. But like, my mom and dad would be like, no, like, we're gonna take it back. I'm like, no, like, it's okay, don't worry about it. But like, they grew up with that. And for me, I'm like, it's okay, like, it's good.
Really?
Like,
that doesn't upset you?
No, it doesn't.
Like, unless I'm getting drive-through and I only realize it's wrong when I get home,
yeah,
then I'll be like, whatever.
Yeah.
But if I'm, like, in restaurant and they fuck it up, I'm like, I'm paying a lot of money for this shit food, and you're gonna fuck it up?
I said, minor. If I get something completely
like, if you order
different...
fries and they come out with sushi.
Yeah, then I'm like, hey, listen, guys, it's the wrong order. But, like, if I go, I want fries with ketchup, and they just bring me fries, and they don't bring me ketchup, I'll maybe ask if I can, but if they don't have any, I'm not gonna be like, okay, it's whatever.
That's
like,
when you ask, like, what type of restaurant is it? Where's the ketchup?
Yeah, but like I won't make a big deal. Or like if they give me steak and it's medium well instead of well done.
And there's no ketchup.
And there's no ketchup. Well, that would be like, okay, it's medium well. I'll survive. You know, like minor stuff like that. But like I think even the younger group, it's even worse. Like they won't go out of their way. Like they won't say anything. You know, it's just one of those things where it's like we all come back to like the 55%.
Fuck them.
Yeah, you know what? Test it out. I think test it out, see what happens, but I don't really know. Yeah.
It's all over now.
Yeah.
Jamal, do you feel for your life?
Sometimes, yeah.
Scientists have recently created a 3 centimeter tall robot that's able to shapeshift.
Nice.
Terminator 2 style. Like, they literally had it. It's like a little Lego guy.
Yeah.
Turns into liquid, goes through bars, and then turns back into a Lego guy.
Fun.
So that's
great.
That's a step in the wrong direction.
Why do we keep making these
Why do
things?
we... to kill each other, Jamal, that's why.
What the fuck, man?
It's
I
in
swear.
the name, Terminator.
I swear, some people are so fucking... Smart people are too bored. They need to have kids.
They should have kids.
Yeah, because look, they're too bored to make the fucking Terminator 2. Fuck, god damn it.
So
Right.
it's like it's not too scary. He's a little guy, right? He's little, like 2
Yeah.
centimeters tall, but at the same time, if that gets in your throat and turns into liquid,
You're done.
You're choking.
Yeah, you're done. Wow.
They did that in the movie Life with Jake Gyllenhaal.
Okay.
That was terrifying as fuck.
There you
But
go.
it was an alien crawling
Okay.
into his throat.
Okay.
That was terrifying.
Nice.
Anyways, more robot news to make us feel at ease with
Mm.
our potential overlords.
Mhm.
Security robot drowns self in fountain because the world is terrible.
That's fair. Me too. Same robot. Same.
In the video, the robot rolls up to the side of the fountain, pauses for a moment that probably felt like an eternity for this bot.
Yeah.
It seemed to be contemplating its existence, a witness stated.
How do you? Fucking robot. Okay.
Yeah. The receptionist who worked on the floor where it operated said everyone would either ignore it or if it got in the way would push it or even kick it. Kids would often try to climb the back of it for fun. It truly was a sad life, she said.
It's a fucking robot. Like, I'm sorry. Like, it's a
Yeah.
robot.
So, like, I had a Roomba go over a puddle. Maybe it was also depressed.
Had a room go over a puddle.
So they feel pain just like us, Jamal.
Sure.
You should be considerate.
Okay. To end it off, at least for me, for this is whatever I have left. Idaho man breaks world record for the most fist bumps in 30 seconds.
Most fist bumps?
Fist bumps in 30 seconds.
Okay.
You want to guess how many he did?
Okay. Fist bump. Okay.
30 seconds though.
30 seconds.
Alternate.
I'm
so,
gonna say 423.
Oh, okay, a bit high.
That's
273.
high. Really?
Yeah.
273.
The previous record was 144. So he smashed that record, like, by far. But this is the fact that it was Idaho, so...
On different people or one person?
2 people.
2 people, so like back
And
and
just
forth.
like back and forth, yeah. 30 seconds.
With one hand?
Yeah.
Wow.
273. Pretty good.
Is he a boxer? I feel like boxing would help.
I have no clue. My 6 minutes
Your 6
were up.
minutes were
yeah,
okay.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I
So
get that.
I get that. You get that
Jamal's
point.
a 6-minute man. Like
Yeah,
this.
yeah. Hey, that's pretty good. Don't lie. But yeah, so
Better than average is 5.
Yeah,
Or is
yeah.
it 3?
I think it's 3.4, something like that.
Yeah.
So yeah. So,
Man, Euphoria's got me ruined.
so then we'll do one fist bump. There you
that
go.
was the slowest fist bump of all time.
Yeah, we're not breaking any
Guinness,
records
call
today.
us up.
Yeah, we're not
And
breaking
remember,
any
vote
records.
me for POW.
Pow.
Pow!
Well, anyways, I'm Jamal,
And I'm POW Patrick.
and this has been Flabbergasted,
By the Audacity.
and we'll see you guys.
Next time.
All right.
But again, we keep doing that. It's like,
Black
you
History
don't see
Month.
anyone.
Black History.
Black History, yes. Can't wait for that.
Just started.
Can't wait for that.
The decision rests with you. Rests with you.